What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Bigbang. You guys know I absolutely love checking this group out. The song is Let's Not Fall in Love. We're going to be doing the music video with English subtitles here. If you want to see the extended version of this video, I'm going to be doing the live performance of this as well after, and that'll be over on Patreon. The link is in the description. But yeah, if you just want to hang out and watch this, that's fine too. I appreciate everybody that supports me on Patreon. I don't do ads or sponsorships, so it really does help out more than you could ever imagine. Okay, I'm looking forward to this. It's been so cool hearing the last couple of tracks that we have heard from them, because I think we've been getting a various mix of sounds, and I think that Bigbang is the perfect group to be able to deliver diversity. So let's not fall in love. Oh, love that beat. So that whole section, there's like kind of a sadness there. Let's not fall in love. We don't know each other very well. I don't want to make any promises to you because we don't know what the future holds, but I really do like you. I think that in relationships, we often find sort of that that nervousness when you're getting into a relationship where like maybe you were in love before and you know how that ended. And maybe you have this idea now about love where you feel like love at some point is going to destroy, or in the words of Joy Division, love will tear us apart. But he's saying like, you know, I really like you. Like, you know, I kind of just want to have this vibe. Oh, yes. Yeah, so what I was saying is true. It's, you know, really loving this person, or really liking this person, enjoying the time you're getting to spend with them, but also understanding that if you're trying to push it to that next level, we might lose this, and now you're making it more painful. It also kind of alludes to the idea of, I really like you, but I'm not looking to be committed in this relationship. And so the minute that you are starting to want to have that commitment, I'm forced to sort of like push myself away, and I don't want that. Oh! They've always had a really good way of delivering, you know, this sort of a chorus, very beautiful, very bright, but also bringing a hip hop element into it. Oh! Okay, it was okay. Hold on. I like what he's saying here. It's almost like this explanation of what happens when you start to, you know, develop these feelings and put this pressure on the relationship. He says at first it was half excitement, and I think he said half worry. So at first you're like, you're nervous diving in, right? You're like excited. You're like, oh man, I really want to be with this person. She's so cool, whatever. But then you're like, oh man, but you know, what if this happens, or what if the relationship goes this way? Like you really start to sort of like sabotage it in your own head, but you're still like being realistic. Like, hey, I can be excited about this even if I'm a little scared. In the end, it became an obligation, trial, and error. So this takes me back to what I was saying in the beginning, whereas like, I really enjoy being with this person, but the idea of putting this pressure and making it into a relationship suddenly makes it an obligation, suddenly means there might be an end to this. And now we're having to fix things and we're fighting and we're making up. And suddenly we are back into this wheel of relationship drama. Oh. Nope, I thought there was gonna be a drop.
넌 항상 그래. 이기적인 새끼.
Wait, what? That got so fucking real right there.
넌 항상 그래. 이기적인 새끼. One thing that I'm noticing with Bigbang that's very real is like a lot of their songs have like a tinge of sadness to them. And I feel like with this song, there's a very big level of sadness here, because if your outlook on relationships is that the minute it becomes a relationship, it's going to fall apart or you're going to lose that person, that's a really sad way to live. I feel like in a situation like this, if you meet the one that you meet, you have to be willing to take that risk, even if you've been burned in the past, even if you have been brokenhearted in the past. It's important to take that risk because you don't know when you're going to get that chance again. And like, I think there is a real narrative here that like, you know, what people call like the honeymoon phase of a relationship, or people who become very close with somebody but say, hey, we don't want to make a relationship, we don't want to ruin this thing we have. While I don't believe that relationships take like necessarily hard work, like I don't believe like if you're truly in love, it shouldn't be that difficult, it shouldn't take that much work. I do believe that relationships do require give and take, do require good communication. There are things about relationships that you have to do. You have to put in some effort. But when you meet the one that is really the one, all of it's worth it. And you don't want to miss out on that. If you are holding back to jumping into this relationship because you don't want to ruin this, at some point, one of you are going to like either have to tell your feelings or walk away. In this, it's like, hey, you know, I was very nervous, but very excited. But then this relationship started and now it's all work. It's all us feeling like we have to be in this relationship. We're fighting, we're trying to fix it, this trial, this error. That's very difficult. And you can tell at one point here, right before that bridge kind of deep moment happens, where you always call me a selfish bastard. And that just kind of shows me that maybe the girl was developing those feelings and really wanted to like tell her heart, like tell him how she really feels about him. And it's like, he's like almost like stopping her, like, no, we can't do it that way. Definitely not the best way to, like, it's not the best relationship to have with relationships, but it is Bigbang. I think they do a really good job of talking about those things that people aren't often talking about. And also like letting you see kind of like the other side of it of like, okay, I could see why you'd be scared to fall in love. I could see why you wouldn't want to ruin that relationship, but also like trust your heart, trust your instincts. If you really like somebody, just let it happen. And there kind of is that moment in this song where they're like, hey, you know what? Let's like just stay the night. Like I'm going to stay the night. Like we're going to just like make this happen, because even though I'm scared, like I need to be able to do that, to take that leap. So this is definitely another banger from them. You can hear pieces of that hip hop influence coming to life, a little bit of attitude kind of popping out, a little bit of a rap delivery in pieces, but this is definitely more along that like pop sort of feel. And I really like that from them. I just love to hear the mix up and the diversity. So I'm going to check out the live version now. If you guys are watching this on Patreon, if you're on YouTube, I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out and stopping by. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye.